Good morning, everyone. Okay, long time Morrowind mods for two reasons. The first one is I had to do some modding, or at the time we had to do a lot of brainstorming, I guess, and there weren't that many mods. It would have been a, I don't know, a 40-minute stream tops. So this week we're gonna look at the mods from the past 2 weeks, and you see, even then, no, you don't see. Give me a sec. Refresh, please. There we go. And you see, even then, it is not all that many mods. So I think it works out. Not to mention, now I'm taking a little break from modding to have a look at Morrowind mods. Arguably, it's not really a break from modding, but still. Alright, so there's a number of things. We have some resources. That's the one right here. We have a couple of new models. I hope the music is not too loud for you guys. Just tell me if it's too distracting. You know, if it's distracting you from the sweet, sweet sound of my voice. We don't want that to happen, do we? So we have models resource. We have a couple of models. We have a couple of gameplay. Especially for the beast characters. We have some dialogue mods. Personally, I really like those because they can, you know, they make the game more immersive. And we have a couple of script extender mods, and they are magical. But then again, we knew that. Yeah, we definitely knew that. Okay, the first one is called Dwemer Resources. Let me zoom in so you can thank you. So you can have a better look. And what it does is, we're going to look at the screenshots actually, because they are resources based on the concept art. We have, oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it, computer. Wow. My internet is really struggling with that one. You just want to, yeah. We'll have a look there. Based on the, there we go, you can see just about. Based on the art, the concept art, we have new weapons. So we have a staff with a beetle at the end. We also have a different type of hammer weapon, and the statue of the Dwemers that we have been given that weapon to go with it. Now this is a Dwemer resource, yes, it's written there. It's a modder's resource by Svar Talfar. Because it's a resource, if you look at the structure of the file, all you have in there is the icon folder, the mesh folder, and that's it actually. The textures are vanilla. So if you want to use that, you're gonna have to fire up your construction set and create the weapon for that, and attach the model to it, and attach the icon to it, give it a name, give it a price, give it a weight, give it a damage, so you decide what you do. Just a little thing, there is a shield. Be careful when you create your shield in the construction set. You also want to have the body part, and then in your shield, which is a type of weapon, you can assign the body part to it. So just creating the shield with the NIF will give you the item you place on the world, in the world, and it's not going to give you the shield that you have equipped. So you want to have the body part as well. So there we go, the shield is here. I mean, let's attempt, there we go, thank you internet. So that is the shield with the hammer. We have a sword that's a little bent, a broadsword. That's the concept art that inspired it. So that and that in particular. And this is it. That's all you're gonna see. That's all my internet is willing to show you. It was going to show you the statues wearing this new weapon and shield. So that's a resource. You want to add it in a construction set. We're not going to start the game to have a look at these, for there is nothing in the game just yet. We have from QWERTYQWERT a new body. Hello Prof, good morning. Lotzerata, good morning. Welcome on in. Oops, 5 seconds. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. So QWERTY has been inspired by Robert's bodies and the curvy bodies. We had a look at those a couple of weeks ago. And I must say, this week there's been quite regularly in the past 2 weeks, there's been new mods released for Open Morrowind and the new body type. And it's simply an adaptation of Korana's clothes to the new body type. But that's Open Morrowind, so I'm not showing it there. I don't have Open Morrowind installed, and I'm not really a fan of curvy bodies. I mean, alright, let's just move on. This one, we are going to have a look. I am going to create a female character or go to Saran and have a look at the females, you know, whatever we fancy. To install this one, because it is an expansion of Robert's bodies, you first need to install Robert's better bodies, and then when you download the mod, you have to choose between nude with pubic hair, nude without apparently, and topless, so you have a little bikini. And if you look at the file content, you essentially have the meshes, so you overwrite the meshes, or you use Rymash, or you use Mod Organizer if you don't want to overwrite in your data file. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to create a female character. We are also going to create an Argonian character, or Khajiit actually, to have a look at Ekonk's mod that gives beast abilities to Argonian and Khajiits. Now the idea is to try and make it more balanced. It is true that as a Khajiit and an Argonian you can't be wearing boots and you can't be wearing a full helmet either, so you do have some limitations. These abilities, we can have a quick look. There we go. I think that they really could make playing an Argonian quite interesting. So your abilities, so that's something that works all the time. You swim faster in the water. Well, obviously. You could swim faster elsewhere. I don't know. You swim faster and you have water breathing because you're guild. Hey, why not? I mean, Argonians are essentially lizards, but why not? Fury's only one. Hey, long time no see. How are you? Anyway, you're really good in the water. That's what matters as an Argonian. Once a day you can spray venomous blood. Nasty. Interesting. Demoralize creatures and humanoids. I like the fact that these spells are, or their spell effects rather, are included because they tend to be completely overlooked in the game. You know, when you look for a spell, you want your mark, recall, intervention, and then those that hurt, and then those that protect. The ones that make enemies run away, not so much. You are cold-blooded and you have some resistance to diseases and poison, as well as resist fire. Huh. I find it a little surprising because we're clearly moving towards a water creature. Well, I guess, you know, you're wet all the time, so you resist fire. Alright, let's go with that. The Khajiits. So, as a Khajiit, you can jump and land safely better. And I think that makes sense, you know, for a feline. You're meant to be more agile, and using a cat jump, they always land on their pose, don't they? Daily power, we have cat leap, so that's extra jump point, extra speed, just for a while, so that's like a quick burst. Eye of Fear, that was already a power in the game, wasn't it? And then Eye of Night has not been changed, however they do recommend the Eye of Night toggle mod that makes it a toggleable ability. Thick fur. Okay, like that. It makes sense. I like it. Oh, sorry. So you do resist cold because fur, but you know, extremely flammable. So you have a weakness to fire. I like that. We'll have a look. I think I'll try the Argonian, simply because we also have a new swim animation for the Argonian. So we'll go in. Sorry. We'll go in and have a look. This is by the same mod author, who is giving, you know, a bit of love to the beast races, and that's good. We then have two mods with dialogues. The first one is Caris, who's given us the mod for the traders. I will accept to trade with you or not, depending on what you're carrying. So nice. Caris also gave us a mod with the Hlalu that gives you role-playing option when you do the Hlalu quests. So a lot of good quality. Good quality dialogue mods. We'll have a look. This one is about the greetings no lore. There are a bunch of NPCs in the game that have the no lore script, and what it means is that the topics that they have, well, they don't have all of the topics, all the topics that go with the lore. So they'll tell you about the races, they'll tell you about the regions, they'll tell you about the factions, everything and anything. Those NPCs don't have those dialogues, and their greetings are extremely limited. How limited were they? 3. So there's only 3 no-lore greetings. These have been expanded to 21. It's the sort of mod that you probably won't really notice, but it's good to know that you are greeted differently by NPCs, even those that have no lore. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, it's gonna be nice to go to read, you know, fresh lines in the game. The second mod, dealing with dialogue, is a mod by Annal, and this one is also about greetings. However, you must have noticed, depending on what you wear, the NPCs would either go like, oh, it smells like sewers, because what you're wearing has little to no value. On the other hand, if you have very expensive clothing, they go, oh, I haven't seen an Imperial in such an outfit in a long time, or something along those lines. This mod tweaks it in such a way that not everyone is going to comment on your clothes all the time. I mean, is everybody in Vardenfell a fashion victim? So the people who are going to care about your clothing are the clothiers. It's their job, fair enough. The nobles, because, you know, I guess they're more superficial than the rest of the citizens of Vardenfell. And the high elves, because they're, you know, haughty and superficial as well, apparently. Okay, I'm not making judgments. That's the way they are depicted in the game. So that makes sense, especially when you would find yourself in Seidonin. You get off the boat in Seidonin in your dirty common shirts, right? And you talk to the first commoner, and they go and make unpleasant comments about your wearing, and you go, hang on a second, you're wearing the same crappy shirt as I am. That's not gonna happen anymore. Love it. Well, we're gonna have to test it, but we want it. If you want something more radical, you can have a look at outfit greetings removed. They're just not going to comment on your clothes ever anymore. Good morning, Zerv. How are you doing? Next up, we will be... There, I heard you, Zeriver. We have a mod by Mechanite DX that makes it so that when your NPC equips a staff, it's set up as a two-handed weapon. So there we go, you'll be holding it like that. Now you'll be holding it as a one-handed weapon, which really makes sense if you're playing a mage with a staff. Where's your payment? Sorry, my apologies. There you go. All the love for you. There we go. I hope you're pleased. I'm sure that's what you meant. That's what you meant. And now, oh, you'll be pleased. And now that I've paid you, get to work. Right. Converse most vanilla staffs, the exceptions, I think there were, yeah, there you go. The steel staff, because that would be, and I agree with that, it would be the sort of staff that you use as a monk. Like, it's a more battle-oriented staff, so that works. So we'll go in game and have a look at the staff. There is a quest. I'm not too sure I'll be able to test that, or we'll have time for it, but it's a mod by Oblivion Addicted. And what happens is, when you do the quest for the Fighters Guild, you're lagging. No, I am lagging. Oh, that's where you're lagging. We're good, we're fine. when you do the fighters quest, and at some point you're asked to kill fighters thieves quest. At some point you're asked to kill the leaders of the fighters guild, and this is it. Now, when you choose to spare them, you actually get a reward, and apparently you get a complete secret master apparatus. Not sure about the choice of that, because you're doing Fighters Guild / Thieves Guild quests. But the Queen of Bats, that makes sense. I mean, it's a nice artifact that is not in the game, so it's nice that you can get your hands on it. So, as it says, it rewards you for not killing the leaders. We have a little bit of a fun mod there. Immersive. The use of immersive, you know? Oh, no. I'm so sorry, guys. There really is nothing that I can do. Like, it's not like I have you know, crazy settings for my stream. It's just that for the past couple of days the internet has been absolutely horrendous. Like, really horrendous. Hopefully it will be okay. Fingers crossed. Immersive Todd Howard by Kamalan 12. And what it does is, when you sleep, there is a chance that you will be woken up by Todd Howard, and he will assault you with copies of Skyrim. As you can see, his weapon is a big fat Skyrim game. So it's a bit of a fun mod. We'll sleep, we'll see what happens. This one really got my interest. Seasonal Weather of Vardenfell. In the game, each region has a set of seasons, and they are selected randomly, I believe. Every time you enter a new cell, or a new region rather, one of the weather is there. Now, this one tweaks it in such a way that, let's go to the description, in such a way that the weather changes based on the season. So I'm guessing for a few months, no matter where you go, the weather is going to be crappy. I'm already thinking how that's going to work with Frostwind. Yeah, the very, very good news, that's very nice. It works with Open Morrowind as well as Vanilla, as long as you have the Morrowind code patch, which everybody does, right? Everybody does. So that looks really good. We're going to have a look in the game. We're going to rest, and go to the next season. We'll see how that works. We have a few new models and textures for the game. This one is by Poodle Sandwich and Nico GD. And we are going to have prettier crates and prettier coins. So we'll go in game and have a look. We can see all of that in Seidanin, as we don't have to travel too far. Another mod by QWERTY, and this one is for the propylon index in the strongholds. And it looks, I don't want to zoom in so we can go in game and discover it. That's a replacer, so you don't have to do much about it. Finally, we have two mods that require the Morrowind script extender, and that's two extra mods that make it so that I don't think I could switch to Open Morrowind. We have weapon sheathing. I know, isn't that sexy? I tried it on Sunday before I had to stop streaming, and it's obviously amazing. Your weapon and your shield can be on your hip or on your back. We'll go in game, we'll go have a look. There are options, so you have it the way you love it. This is by Greatness7, and I love the fact that he put created by the whole community, even though if you want to see the people who contributed the most, that's the people right here. The last mod that we're going to have a look at, again, it's a mod I couldn't help. I had to use it beforehand. This is UI expansion by Null Cascade, and it does so many amazing things. You can filter your spells by schools of magic. You can search the spells by name. You can filter your items in your inventory by the item type. Okay, that's not new, but you also have a filter for simply the repair items and the soul gems. So extra visibility, and you can also search by name. And you know what? We're gonna have a look in game. We're gonna have a look in game. It's gonna be the fastest. So before we go, we're gonna have to see that everything is nice and clean. Reward is just a matter of updating the headers. That's fine. And I'm using the amazing fix it command that fixes everything. Did you catch how much I am going to get and when? You got lots of loves, River. Alright, did we have anything? Nope. I'm seeing those GMSTs. I'm guessing it might be the Todd game, the Todd mod. No, it's... see, I was bad. Alright, this is all good, this is all good, this is all good. So, one-handed staffs, if you use the mod, be sure to clean it beforehand. And the rest is squeaky clean. Brilliant. So just the one-handed staffs that need to be clean. And Bard no spell, no, that's not something we're testing. Let's have a look. Let's go in game. There, you've been paid, Zeriva. I hope you're pleased. Ah! Balmora, Guild des Guerriers not found. That is because one of the mods, and I'm guessing that's the reward for sparing Vadancia and Elysius. It's hidden by my overlay there, but because it's been made with a French version of Morrowind, we have a conflict with the cell. How come I don't have the yes to all, by the way? That's odd. That's odd. But here we go. I probably should have stopped the music in the background. Sorry. Okay, we are a Domner and we want to test. What do we want to test? We want to talk to people. Just give me a second. I'm gonna stop the music. Where did I put the music? There we go. Alright. Is this the time? No, Zeriva, it's not the time. It's not, because no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Alright. You're like fighting. Yes, I'm new to Seidanin. No, I said no. No. What sort of mod are you? A disrespectful one. You see, Ariel is a no-lore NPC, so he doesn't have a lot of topics. Only those that, you know, are his. And I should have mentioned that this is part of the UI mod, where normally you would have something blue when it's a hyperlink, fine, and the topics are normally in yellow. And what happens, you know, you would ask an NPC about their background, and then you come back to them and they still have the topic background. Now, when the topic is grayed out, you know, sure, they do have the topic, but they're gonna tell you the exact same thing. So this is it. Which is going to save you so much time, because when you talk to somebody new, well, he is a no-lore NPC, so he has nothing. You see a specific place. I've already asked once about Seidanin. Now I know he's not going to say anything extra. And by the way, you see no-lore. He doesn't have all the topics because it's a no-lore NPC. This one is in blue because it's a hyperlink topic. Let's have a look at the greetings, shall we? Okay, easy. I mean, sure. You look like you could use a friend. Okay, you have your own greetings because you're a quest. Ariel, do you give me... Welcome to Ariel. You have your own We'll have to find another no-lore NPC somewhere. No problem, player. What can I do for you? It's gonna be kind of hard to find someone who's gonna give me I mean, likes me. Nobody wants to comment on my clothes. I'm guessing to see the different lines we have from Ceres' mod, we're gonna have to go and have a look in the CS. Okay. I'm gonna buy some really pricey clothes and see if I can get a nice comment about that. Let's get some gold. Oh, I don't have to do that. I have my built-in cheat mod for testing. And to be fair, if I get myself a full set of light armor, I think that's gonna be pricey enough to get the... I haven't seen an Imperial in such a great outfit in a long time. Let's go talk to the commoners, see what they have to say. New to Sadanin, you've come to the right person. That's the right player. Problem is, everybody likes me. That's just not right. What do you have to say? You're an officer, sure. You like me. Everybody likes me. You have your own. Okay. Maybe now that we've done that. Anything. Yeah. I'm sorry. They like me so much that all they want to tell me is that they like me. And they are not really interested in commenting on my clothing. Let's go to Balmora and talk to the clothier. Surely. We'll see. Unless she's also in love with me and doesn't even comment on my amazing gear. Ouch. The joy of jumping from the rooftops. Okay. And I will have to turn into an Argonian, won't I? Sorry. Okay, Millie. Don't disappoint me. Gonna serve you. Only someone very successful could afford an outfit like that, player. Can I help you? Ask anything. Very successful. Okay, so she does give us the topic or the greeting to do with our clothes. Let's find ourselves an Altmer. In House Lalu, she's not going to be a noble, but let's try the Altmer in there. Imar Balmora, good to see you. Feel free. Impressive outfit, player. Can I help you? That looks like one of the vanilla lines. Yeah. So there you have it. Commoners will never comment on your clothes. Well, she wants business, so it's a different matter. Commoners will never comment on your clothes, just the Altmers, the nobles, and the clothier. So I'm guessing if you find an Altmer noble who's also a clothier, all they will talk about is your outfit. Do we have anyone in here with a no-lore topic? The thing is, most of the quest givers, I believe, have the no-lore topic, but then they have their own greetings. She's a no-lore. So let's say I join. I ask you about orders. Yeah, she's not, it's going to be connected with quests, so it's kind of hard to show you those no-lore greetings, but they are there, okay? That is what matters. We did get the clothes. Okay. Enable rest menu if I'm doing that. Yes. For we wish to be an Argonian. Yes. We are now an Argonian. Bye, Zeriver. The tiniest of tons. Thank you, Zeriver. We want to have a look at the powers that we now have as an Argonian. Oh crap, they're not there because I didn't start the game. As an Argonian. We'll see, hopefully, if I rest. If I change cell, if I rest, if I level up, I'm gonna have to start a new game to make an Argonian NPC. So we remove my super testing mod and we'll create the Argonian. So Fighters Guild. We have to clean the GMSTs and we have a conflict with language. Okay, since we're creating a character, we're gonna have to raise the guard. We can admire Robert's better bodies. Nice. Get on with it. No, Storm couldn't wake me up. Look at that Imperial Guard just strolling nice and slow. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's overtake this guy. Not that I am the fastest myself, but a little faster. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the Khajiit and the Argonian powers. There we go. Guild, so we have constant water breathing. Constant resist common disease at 75%. Completely immune to poison. Weakness to frost. We have a cool power once a day where we spray poison. Oh wow, we spray poison. Nice. We demoralize the enemies. Cool. But we hurt ourselves a little bit. Spitting too hard, I think. Could be. Hard scaled. We resist fire. So we have a weakness to frost, but we resist fire. And we can swim faster. As a Khajiit, no, there you go. Eye of Fear, which I believe is the normal power. Cat legs, which means we have a constant jump and slow fall attack. This is a power where once a day you can jump even faster and even higher. Thick fur, we resist frost, but we have a weakness to fire. I think that makes sense. The Eye of Night hasn't been modified. Let's be an Argonian so we can have a look at the swim animation as well. Yes, please do. Oh, by the way, look at that, look at that. What I really like about the weapon sheathing, obviously there's, you know, your character looks good, but you also now you can tell what NPCs are equipped with. You know, this guy has no weapon. He's defenseless. Oh no, wait, he has a dagger. There it is, there it is. So you can tell what the enemies wear, and this is great because in Morrowind you have no way of telling how strong an enemy is. At least by looking at them you can see how well equipped they are. So that's good, that's good. Yeah. It would be the sign of the Lord. Because why not? I am dropping frames hard. I'm so sorry, guys. At the very least, I'll the uploaded version on YouTube will not have any dropped frames. Okay. Thank you for all that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. We now have a menu. All the menus we ever want. Alright. So, speaking of menus. Blue because hypertext. Grey because nothing else to say. This guy is a no-lore character as well, I believe. Let's see. You know if someone has something worth stealing. Exactly. Well, you know me, I already have this problem where I am occasionally tempted to kill someone because they have some amazing clothes. Now, same thing with the weapons. So here it is. let's have a look at the... Wow, so many things for a level 1 character. So we have all the powers that come with being an Argonian, and we have the spells, well, the powers and the spells that we get from our birth sign and the gear. None of these are alteration. None of these are conjuration. Now the tooltip that you have right there, it's good to have at the beginning, so you know, you find your way around. That being said, not the console. Right there, you can decide whether you want a tooltip or not. Use the verbose button instead of the tool filtering. Yeah, I'll show you this one right now. Just like you can type a spell in there, you have, let's make that a bit bigger. You can have either the words here to filter, or you can have the icons. Tools is the extra one, which is cool. I mean, clearly I have nothing right now. Never mind. If you find that the words take too much space, then you can just turn it off, and you're going to have these. So up to you. Up to you. Depends how much space you want. Like if you like to have your inventory wide or narrow, completely up to you. Still, with a UI expansion, there's so much in that mod, and I think there's going to be even more. Something to do with the days, I think. When you look at your stats, I mean, my stats are just rubbish right now. Let's swim to the tomb. You'll see why in a minute. I'm gonna go and get the ring, you know, the Mentor's ring. Let's swim. Oh, I love it. No, little fish. I don't fear you right now. So that is the new swim animation. That looks ever so tiring. Ah, nice. Also, it is true we are pretty fast. Cool, I like that. Hey Neb. Good morning. Alright, I'm here for the ring. The ring is in the other one, right? It looks funny, yeah. I think it's because I would imagine that the tail is what is being used, or no, how is it? I think it's the legs shouldn't be going left and right, but up and down. You know, mermaid style. I don't know, but it's definitely something. The Dementor's ring, Harry Potter's Tomb Remaster. I need to see what I'm doing. I have no weapon. I'm completely, you know, immortal right now, so I don't care. There we go. All I want is to equip this to show you that whenever you have something that buffs your attributes or debuffs them, your tooltip now shows you. It's not +0 though, it's +10, but it's odd that it's showing +0, isn't it? When it should show +10. Okay, get out of here. It's working, but it's broken. Exactly. But we don't care, because I know that my Mentor's ring does something, which is what matters. Yeah, that's odd. Let's go back to Ariel, or any trader actually. Oh, I have to... No, I'm still immortal. We're good. Whee! Immortality is nice. The last aspect with the UI extension mod is when you are trading. We have a trader right here. Get that. Oh, I know there's one option that I didn't select here. Show unreadied weapon. Show unreadied shield on back. Yes, please. Show custom scabbard and quivers. Yes, please. We're just gonna have to get ourselves some stuff so we can trade on ourselves. There's no reason why the NPC should be the only one looking cool. And we want gold. Plenty of gold. Like this plenty. Alright. Så tilt. Barter. So she buys pretty much anything. So right now, well, I see everything I have to sell. I'm just gonna buy a weapon from her, thank you. I guess she's not a very interesting trader. Let's find another one. Now that I have the money, I can afford anything. I want to show you that the clothier, when I open the bartering window, it only shows clothing items. So it only shows the items that you can actually, sell. No more, I don't buy this type of item anymore, because the item is not going to show. It is also an option, so if you go to the mod config, you can decide filter to tradable item, yes. If you want all the items to be visible even though you can't sell them, you select no. But why would you? Okay. So my weapon is not going to show there. And sure enough, it is not showing there. So here, these are the items that I can sell. If I want to refer to my other type of items, no problem. But these are the ones I want to sell. Nice. And I don't really need anything. I need a shield to look really good. And more weapons. We're gonna try on more weapons. We have to try everything. Now the only thing that I did notice was that when an NPC has a particularly long sword on their back, let's just say they want to be careful when they start running. It clips a little bit. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, you don't have to listen. I think it looks good. Barter. We'll try an iron warhammer. That's a big two-handed weapon. This is going to be on the belt, I assume. This might be on the back. We'll try. I kind of doubt it. We'll try the options. I've bought a couple of two-handed weapons right now. Two-handed weapon on the back. Let's see what happens when I get a shield. Come on. I miss my testing character with 100% speed. Meldor, give me a shield. Thank you. Okay, now I have my shield on my back. If I switch weapons, yeah, so two-handed weapons I believe are only on the back. We're gonna double check the, it would be nice because two-handed swords on the back is sort of stupid. Talk to greatness 7, okay? Yeah, no, I think it's on the back or nothing. You know, you sort of go, time to fight. If you're good actually, as you pull your weapon out, you can actually smack your enemy. I don't know, just say. Yeah, go for it. I'm sure he'll be pleased. Like, just barely release the mod, just barely release a little bug fix update and say, oh, but by the way, you need to add more things in your mod. So these are the weapons. And they're gorgeous, obviously. So between the UI the weapon sheathing. Let's see more people. Look at that. Oh, that's what you were carrying all this time. I love the fact that you can finally tell what sort of gear the enemies are packing up. And really, where did they have the weapons before? In their pockets? It's also very easy to tell who's going to be an innocent victim. Yep, innocent victim. Before we see anywhere, we have to check out the crates, because we have a new model for them. Well, new texture rather. So these are the crates, and we also have a different texture for the septims. There we go. We've looked at the crates, we've looked at the weapons, we've looked at the UI, we've looked at the Argonian swimming. Now, to test the weather mod, we need to sleep until the next season. I think I'm gonna pick that up, which is going to be a little difficult. COC and Marundus. I'm still a god, I think, so we'll be fine. Okay. Marundus like you've never seen it before. Oh, I thought the stairs were that way. Bummer. Miss my testing character for the speed. And clearly I went the wrong way, so I get to go all the way around. Brilliant. We just want to go up and can I... Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Ah, brilliant. I had never climbed a stronghold. I always go for the stairs. Okay, I know it's cheating. We're testing, right? I believe this is the propellant index room. Yeah. So, shh, little rats. Don't. Have these always been there? I don't think I've ever looked up when entering the propellant index room. So these are the new models and textures by QWERTY. It's very hypnotic, isn't it? I guess the crystals have always been there. In 2003, the chambers always liked you like hell. Well, I suppose now with the extra textures, I think the crystal, yeah, the crystal has been retextured as well to look more transparent. The particle effect, clearly, that definitely. Okay, what are we missing? We've seen the propellant index. Now we just need to sleep to summon Todd. Yeah, that's what I said. Let's go sleep in Caldera, because why not? I like Caldera. I don't need to walk through walls anymore. Let's go get that beautiful room. Oh, I gotta sleep outside. Your poor GeForce 2 MX couldn't handle these effects. But you know how it is. Morrowind is the ultimate test for any computer. Imperial broadsword and not steel shield. Turn around a bit. Imperial shield. It's good because you get to test your knowledge of weapons and shields of Vardenfell. Okay. I believe I'm still a god, so it's okay if I am attacked. So there you have it. Instead of the Dark Brotherhood attacking me, you have Todd himself throwing copies of Skyrim at you. And then he gives up. Sorry, Todd. I should have killed him before he ran out. Let's try again. So realistic. It's obviously a joke mod, but you know what, why not? Come on, attack me. Attack me again. No, that's it. I think all the Todds are afraid now. There we go. Where are you, Todd? Show yourself. I know. It is too easy, but I need those copies of Skyrim. There we go. A carved ebony copy of Skyrim. My journal's been updated again. It's like I think the size should have been reduced. I mean, they probably wanted to show or make sure the textures were recognizable, but something, you know, a little bigger than the hand, so it actually looks like the box. But that's how it is. We can now fight around with copies of Skyrim. And also, it wouldn't have been so hard to tweak the model, you know, just move it along the probably x-axis so that it sort of fits in the hand a little bit. And even if it's a joke mode, you can, you know, make it pretty. Alright, we have slept, we have been attacked. I don't think, guys, that we're gonna be sleeping for, what's the day? 17th last seed. When do we change seasons in Morrowind? If it's at the end of last seed, I can sleep 24 hours at a time. But I don't think we're gonna be able to show the seasons. It's gonna be too long. So yeah, it's not showing still. Oh well. So if we go back to all the mods, right there. Dwemer resource, there's no ESP, so you will have to put them in your construction set to use them. However, it gives you items based on the concept art, which is pretty cool. The bill. I mean, they're vanilla textures. I'm guessing if you have a cool replacer for Dwemer weapons, you know, as far as textures go, it could look even better. Yes, we've seen that. That's the art that inspired it, and these are all the extra statues that you can now have to decorate your Dwemer ruins, and they are equipped with the weapons and shield that were added. That's pretty cool. I think it would definitely add a little bit of variety to the Dwemer ruins, and you know, the level list and the loot you can get. And it's lore friendly. We have the evidence right there. So, what did we have? Oh, we didn't go and have a look at the bodies. How? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Let's quickly, let's go and highly glorious. Let's go and have a look at Saran. By the way, that comes from the mod that rewards you with a Queen of Bats axe and a Secret Master alchemy set for sparing the leaders of the Thieves Guild. But it's been made with a French soul, so some cells need to be renamed or cleaned. We want to go to Saran. Because that's what we do when we want to check a body replacer. We go to surround. Finally, I can jump again. Whoa! Ouch. Alright, ladies. Guys, you have 5 seconds. How are they? I don't see them being much different from Robert's Better Bodies. Okay, let me quick save and go back to the description. But I guess that's it. So it's the textures have been reworked. Yeah, I think the textures have been reworked. Maybe the breast is a little bigger. The ones I've showed you before, yeah, they were you could see the variation in sizes. But I believe, you know, QWERTY works on the textures. So even though it's not very, very obvious from the description, I think it's just the skin texture that has been modified. So that's what's happening. So we have had a look at these ladies with pretty bodies and pretty textures. The beastly abilities, personally, I like. I like to the extent that I think I would add it to my perma game, because it makes playing an Argonian and or a Khajiit really quite different, especially from the fact that you're gonna have higher or lower resistance to cold and frost damage. You're gonna have to want to be more careful with yes, I know that was a little confusing. That you go, what is it? But it's the textures. I think the bodies, the Robert's Better Bodies have been retextured to look very pretty. This one I think could be fun to play a Khajiit or an Argonian. We have seen the Argonian swim animation like this. It's a bit funny to watch. I think it's because I was expecting the swimming style is sort of the same movement but like that. Then again, it's not like I'm an expert in Argonians or swimming, so but it's cool. It's cool that the Argonians have a different swim animation. I think there was another mod that did that. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, maybe it's on the like an alligator. Hey, prof, always have the answer. More like an alligator. You're right. Which is, you know, closer to the lizard. Greetings, no lore. Well, to be perfectly fair, it was kind of hard to get those greetings going. But just so you know, have it in your game, and, you know, occasionally you'll be surprised and see your greetings that you've never seen. And that's brilliant. The outfit greeting, I really like this one. I think I'm adding that to my mod list. And what it does is the only people who are going to give you the usual greetings commenting on your clothes about how ugly or how expensive or how amazing and impressive are going to be nobles, clothiers and outmers. And I think that makes sense. That's my 2 cents, obviously. Oh, bummer. I didn't get the one-handed staves. Let's have a look. Yeah, because I didn't write it on my to-do list. Typical. Yes, yes. And Altmer. Yeah, I think it fits. I think, you know what? It's Skyrim, isn't it? Because no one... yeah, no, it's good. No one ever felt that the Altmers were so unbearable since Skyrim. Actually, to get a staff, item, weapon. Yeah, you're not gonna give me a staff. Okay, never mind. I will take your money. and buy any staff that Ariel may have for me. Ariel, I want your weapon. In fact, I just want... Okay, good. There's one staff. But you know, since Skyrim, they're what's the word? Haughty. You know, they are so clearly thinking they are superior. Ah. So, alright, this mod makes it so that the staff is held as a one-handed weapon. I'm all about that. It makes sense. If you're a mage, to run around like this and, you know, to swing your staff, you're a mage, you have it in one hand and you have your spellbook in the other hand. Or you stroke your beard if you're Gandalf. I don't know. So I'm all for the staffs being held in one hand, apart from the more martial arty ones like the steel staff. But I think it's too high. Like, I would be holding it at I can't show you. I'd be holding it higher, simply. And then with the... Are they still doing the same damage? Yes, the stats haven't been changed at all, I don't think. The only thing that has been changed is they've been set as blunt one-handed rather than blunt two-handed. I think that's the only change it does. No, the stats haven't been changed, but because it is now set as a one-handed weapon, up. So that probably doesn't work too good with that. And even then, as a wizard, you want to walk around with your staff all the time. It's not like you put it back when you're walking. So I just put it on my back. The staff is a, you know, it's like a cane. I would lower it a little bit. That's my 2 cents. For what it's worth. So, yes, potential. I would tweak the model a little bit so that it's lower. Can use them with a shield now? Absolutely. I mean, yeah, for a mage character, I don't think it would really make sense, but you can. You can. Then this mod, it's one that we had problems with. 2 problems with it. The first one is that it has all the evil GMSTs, it needs to be cleaned. And the second thing, Oblivion Addicted seems to be a French person, or seems to be running rather a French version of Morrowind, like French language. So when we loaded, Fighters Guild was Guilde des Guerriers, and so we got an error. So this needs to have the cells changed. Or cleaned away, actually. I think I would just clean the name of the cells so they don't appear. So it needs to be cleaned and tweaked. Immersive Todd Howard. Well, you've seen it. I know it's a joke mod. I would still lower or reduce the size of the Skyrim copies so that they look, you know, they're proportional to what they would be in your hand. And I would tweak it to lower the model down the, I think it's the X-axis. But I never know. I try both and I go, oh yeah, that's the one. So that, you know, the hand is like this and the book would be just like that. It's not hard to do. I did it, so it's not hard to do. Even for a joke mod. Seasonal weather, unfortunately, I didn't, take the time, shall we say, to pass the time until we go to the next season. I will install it in my game and let you know, when it's the next season. But what it does, instead of having the season randomly chosen, each region has a type of weather that it can have. Now it is based on the month. So when it's winter time, even the Ascadian Isles is going to have more rain and so on and so forth. Maybe you're saying Todd Howard joke mode would be amazing if someone took the trouble to turn a lot of his famous interviews into dialogue mode with voice and incorporate them with some witty quest. Yeah, sure. Piece of cake. Then it would be good enough to actually keep it in the load order. You would actually keep it in your load order. I mean, if there are quests around and if it's done in such a way that even though you know that the lines come from different speeches. If it sort of fits in the game, then yeah, sure, why not? And every time you can have a giggle. You go, that was a giggle. Yes. All right, just put out the idea to the modding community, Neb. We did have a look at the crates and the coins by Poodle's Sandwich. The coins are pretty, though I think right now I am running statics coins. That's what I have. The companion mode, mostly Minitod, has lines of dialogue from his interview. That was Fliggerty, right? That's a Fliggerty mod, isn't it? Well, somebody could build up on that. I guess having the voice clip would be cool as well. We did have a look at the new propylon index. That would be a test to see just how good your computer is, I guess. It looked really good. I mean, there's no questions about that. We obviously had a look at weapon sheathing and loved it. Loved it. The two-handed weapons have to be on the back. Neb, I'll let you take that to Greatness 7. You can customize whether you want the shield on the back or not. Whether you want the custom quivers. I haven't seen the custom quivers. We have to go back in the game. I'm gonna need to... Exactly, Neb. I commented on that twice already, on Sunday and today. I absolutely adore the fact that Greatness decided to put that as the author. And then I also commented that probably what the Elder Scrolls 3 community did was nag him all the time about when is the mod going to be released. I feel that was probably my greatest contribution. I want to get arrows and I want to get a bow. I have no money. Can I sell you my trousers? No, there's no way my trousers are gonna make up for it. Money, please. We want to try the bow and arrow. Mine was testing an alpha build once on my Morrowind stream. Well, that's definitely more than I did. But anyway, I saw that and it made me a little emotional. It's true. I really like how we have Space dead. Hey, hello, Skink. Well, you know what's happening. It's early, it's morning, and also I know I'm dropping frame rates, and it's probably not the most enjoyable thing to watch. Oh my goodness! Ah. So we have the quivers as well. Nice. It should be an option in MCM, yes, to have the two-handed weapons at the hips. It might be, I don't know. I've never worn a two-handed weapon, so I don't know. You have shitty connection during the week as well. I think there's a problem. There's a problem because I'm getting cut quite regularly just trying to open a web page. So yeah, there's a problem. I'll have to try and catch the landlord, but the landlord is going to tell me that there's nothing they can do. At best, they're going to call the company, and the company is going to say that there's nothing they can do. So, and the last mod we had a look at was Null Cascades UI expansion. We did have a look at everything. I mean, this sums it up quite nicely. If only I could show it to you. Have you ever worn a rake on your back while moving to the garden cleaning leaves? Well, no, I did comment on how NPCs would have to be really careful if they started running. That it could be dangerous. I do agree. I do agree. So to sum up what we have here, filter your spells by magic or search them by name. In your inventory, filter them by type or search them by name. In your stat window, see what's giving you extra points or diseases that are reducing your attributes. They're going to show there as well. Dialogue, they are grayed out when they have nothing else to say. And the last one is barter window, where you're going to see in your inventory only the items that can be bartered at that particular shop. I cannot imagine why anyone would not want to have this or this in their game. Though I did read that Open Morrowind team is considering maybe trying to do something to have weapon sheathing. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And guys, that's it. That's it for today. And these are the mods for the past 2 weeks. I believe next week I am not going to be modding. I'm not going to be streaming the new mods because I will have to do some modding. That's one thing. Because also I suspect most of the new mods are going to be from the competition, and I don't feel comfortable or confident that I could be truly objective, you know, presenting mods by other teams and then presenting the mods that we've done and be absolutely neutral about it. Naturally, I'm going to be very enthusiastic about what we did, and I definitely don't want to, even by mistake, say something that might upset someone. So I'm not going to stream those mods. I will definitely play them. I will definitely play them maybe on stream during my Let's Plays, but I don't want to do a review where, I mean, we do criticize. I mean, it's just my opinion and it's worth what it's worth, but you know, I don't want to criticize mods made by other teams. I don't think, if I know myself, I don't think it would be me trying to, you know, shoot them down, but it would be me commenting normally, and in the midst of a competition, I don't think it's good. There. That's it. That's it. Guys, I am going to call this a day and go back to modding. That's right, because we've hit the halfway mark, and I am starting to feel the pressure. Like, really, really feeling the pressure. To turn all the vanilla swords, all modded swords, all vanilla replacers to have a sheath. Oh dear. That would be a lot of work. We'll see how it goes. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for putting up with the dropped frames. I can't imagine it's very pleasant to watch, but I appreciate you being there nonetheless. Have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.